Okay, so we kind of had the street light set up and the trees and stuff kind of intersecting a bit here, but I guess maybe won't matter too much. Could move this out of the way, but I kind of like the street light in there, but I'll see. I can tweak it later maybe. There is a little bit of a lighting issue in this area. Could add this light over here as well, just for some background lighting and ambience in the scene. That even if you can't see it, it will still give us a little bit of a lighting bleed kind of thing into our scene. That should be fine. Let's just fit this in as well. Okay, guess that would work well. Now this bus stop, there aren't usually lights inside. There's not really any place over here to add a light, so I could kind of fake light it. Maybe just add a simple area light in this corner or something and hope it works. Where is my area light? Okay. Just move this across to my bus stop. I think just like 2 lights they have usually inside the bus stop area, if any. Sometimes there are not even any lights inside, but I guess it's the type of bus stop you use or any reference image you've seen. I guess it doesn't really matter. Just I'll set it down here just as a simple thin little slender light at the top, and there's no physical form to it, but I guess it'll give some kind of a light to inside the bus stop area. If we can just quickly see how it looks and load. Oh, did it crash? Yay, we crashed. Wow, that's weird. It doesn't really not supposed to crash, but maybe the bus stop was too much for it anyway. No problem, we shall go back to it. Where's it gone? Reset. I think I might not have saved in time. So what's this? Yeah, some autosave. Yeah, I think this is the latest one. So you can actually recover your autosave like this. Like Blender autosaves your files, and maybe if you crash, then hopefully Blender has saved something for you. Otherwise you lose a lot of time and energy and progress in your settings. Maybe because of OBS Studio I was thinking that I'm recording with, but it shouldn't really happen. Anyway, so we're back inside and we are recovered exactly where we started from. I think I moved this light back a bit and duplicated them before as well. That's not so bad. Sometimes you are left with hours and hours of work to do again and you just don't feel like doing it. So always keep saving. Anyway, so I'm going to just quickly duplicate these and set them right. Well, I think the actual spotlight, the lights are kind of off. Like the lamp inside is not inside the light thing. Anyway, I can just fix that now and just move it across as well, right inside, and move this one inside as well. Okay, that should be good to go. Done and done. Okay, so we got our lights back on and I will definitely save now. So we were making our lights inside the bus stop. So if I just add a light exactly here and rotate and just set it up back as I was looking. I think last time it crashed as soon as I turned on render mode. Don't know why, but hopefully it won't do that again. So we have this little light, maybe a little smaller this time, but it should work. Let's see, move this to 100 and hopefully don't crash. Save it before and switch to render mode. Let me see, hopefully don't crash. Don't crash. Oh no, crashed. I think it's something to do with I don't know what, OBS Studio or something. Anyway, I added the light and I checked it out and I loaded it back in for you guys without wasting much of your time. Anyway, so we are back on the scene. These kind of boards actually have some kind of emission or light behind them usually, but we could go ahead and add them, I guess, just for a little bit of a lighting effect. And when I rendered that with the light, it kind of gave this kind of an effect. I rendered it with the light so that it doesn't crash again, and we can see how it looks like. But I think I'll add emission to the box, the fish emission. Like you see in the background, these lights are a bit too bright for as compared to the rest of the scene. That could be an issue, but we'll fix that later on. The ground does kind of look, oh, that's kind of lifted upwards a bit. It's kind of a bit smooth, but might be able to sort that out as well. But a tensor render is always good to just quickly check how the scene is looking. This is done in cycles, so this is how our scene will look in the end anyway, but we need to do a lot of tweaking to it still. So I was in cycles, I think it was crashing in Eevee, so sometimes it does that. Just check. So I decided to delete the light and just add an emission to our, where is it? This. So we can just add a nice little emission to the shading, the fish and the plate thing that they gave us. So specular, huh? I'll just add this to the emission slot. Okay, that should be fine. Just add this. Well, that should be fine. Now if we don't really want to go into render mode, but in cycles it doesn't usually crash, it just takes time. So I can isolate this area and then render it, and it won't crash hopefully, and you'll be able to see the scene. Well, we have 460,000 Hz. Oh, that looks good. That is looking really good with the emission. It's like a light inside this add board thing. Render it pretty quickly. You don't really need to see it all, but I think it looks good. Maybe we can decrease it a bit. Just want to kind of see how it's affecting the rest of the bus stop. Can't really see the bench too much over here. It's kind of a little bit lit up, but not so much. But I'm not sure, because I don't think it's really supposed to be that bright. It's fine. I think this is taking a little time to move. It certainly works now. Okay, so looks fine. Looks all right. I think it's not rendering right now. We are still at one sample. This is obviously a lot faster if you have a better workstation, but the more the merrier, right? Okay, so we quit out of that. Don't really need to see that, so if we just zoom in on the area and I quickly rendered out a scene to know what's happening here, but I decided to make these changes because the lights in the background of the buildings, they're just a bit too high and kind of giving an off look to our scene, and these buildings need to be brought down because even the glass shaders have the black like walls even have some kind of emission on them. Don't know what kind of materials these guys have been using, but I'll just decrease the emission of these so it looks maybe a bit better and not casting so much light onto our scene and popping out so as to distract the viewer from our actual scene. Let's see what's left. I think I got them all pretty much. Any kind of emission, that's fine. This has some emission, 110 is enough. Save that really quick. Okay, that should look better now with our edited materials. Okay, so now where are we? So we have pretty much everything set up. I actually did want to change the light, add a light in here. Let's see, an area light that is 90 degrees and smaller, wider. That looks about all right. Let's see. Yeah, one here and then another one on the opposite side, right about there, and give it about 100, and white light is fine. Now we'll check the lighting later. I think we should move on to our actual telephone booth and set up some of this properly. I do need one of these open so it's easily viewable. Let me just see if I can. What's the front of this? There's the front. So this is our camera angle. Yeah, okay, I'll open this side then. Let me isolate with shift. Okay, so we just select one of these and no, we can't do that, I guess. Huh. Oh yes, we can do this. We cannot. Is this a separate object? Yes, it is. Okay, how about we just go ahead and select all of this. I wonder how you open any of these doors. How you get inside. I'll just remove these. Yeah, that's better. And remove these. And remove these. So now we have. Let's just go ahead and separate this with P. And have. Where is it? This as the center point. So control cursor to selected. Wait a second. Okay, shift. It's fine. And now object origin to 3D cursor. So we can rotate this. Actually, I might not even want a door on one side, because the door will just get in the way of our shot. Let me go ahead and not delete this. How about I hide it? Where is it now? Cube 2. Okay, let's hide it from our renders. as well. Okay, that's fine. Come on, load up already. Okay, nice. So we have our scene. Let's get a telephone inside now. Now, if you look at our reference, we only have this telephone. This is kind of fine, I guess. And we might actually look for some more reference. This could work. Let's go ahead and Google this.